Well, today I'm thrilled to be here to tell you about what I just did. I just interviewed Kim Saeed, who is someone I've always enjoyed. I've loved her work for a long time, and it was such an honor for me to interview her. So today, queenbeing.com, I'm going to introduce you to Kim, and she's going to tell you about how essential oils can really help to change your life. And then make sure you stay tuned for the rest of this week when I will present more of the interview with Kim and different topics that we discussed during the week. So let's get started. My name is Angie Atkinson, and on this channel, I offer free daily video coaching to help you discover, understand, and overcome narcissistic abuse in toxic relationships. I like to call it toxic relationship rehab. So if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button and we'll get going. So let me start off by telling you a little bit about Kim. She is a motivational and self-help author. She's a coach, she's a former teacher, and she specializes in recovery from toxic love, as well as rebuilding your life after toxic love. In 2013, she founded Let Me Reach, a life transformation company that teaches people to flourish after narcissistic abuse. She's the author of the Kindle Bestseller, How to Do No Contact Like a Boss, which takes you through the steps of no contact and ways to heal in the aftermath of narcissistic abuse. She's also written several other books and has been featured around the internet on some of the largest self-help and personal development sites, and she runs an online school dedicated to helping people make their lives better. Kim is great. You can check her out at letmereach.com. And now please allow me the pleasure of introducing you to the beautiful and talented Kim Saeed. Take a look. Kim, welcome to my channel. I am thrilled to have you.
Thank you, Angie. Thank you. I know we've been trying to do this for quite a while now, so I'm glad we were finally able to connect.
Absolutely. So Kim, can you tell me your story and kind of what inspired you to start advocating for narcissistic abuse awareness?
Absolutely. Well, I started my blog probably back in 2012. And at that time, I was teaching. I was a teacher. And I had recently split up from my husband, who I now believe is a narcissist. He was never diagnosed, but he meets all the criteria. Yeah. And I had started a little blog and started writing some articles about my experiences. And I started gaining a following. And I just became so passionate about it, mainly because I had gone to 7 different counselors and no one could help me. They had no clue what was going on. I think things are a little bit different now. We still have a little ways to go, but at least there are some counselors now who understand narcissistic abuse. Back when I went, no one did. And so I really struggled for a very long time on ways to heal and and even understand what I had gone through. And so it just became a passion. I knew there had to be a way not only to heal myself, but to help other people come out of that too. And so that's how Let Me Reach was born. I eventually went part-time with teaching and just completely left that career altogether to do what I'm doing now.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's amazing. So you're still teaching, just in
a different way, a different environment. Yes,
totally. Yeah, I love that. Now, as we discussed, Kim is also really into essential oils. She has used them for healing and all kinds of other stuff. So I'm going to let her tell you all about them. Take a look.
I have tried tons and tons of essential oils over the years, and I have settled on the Young Living oils because they're so pure and they're so effective. So the ones that I use personally and the ones that I recommend are the Young Living oils. I mean, I've got one sitting right here.
Awesome.
It's white Angelica. I use them in my office. And a lot of people think it's just a bunch of woo, and it's not. I even talked about this with, Dr. Rhonda Freeman. She uses them too. They target a part of our brains that cannot be addressed from our other senses. And they are very effective in aromatherapy and healing. They help you release trauma. They can be used for other things. I use them a lot just for, lavender is a good one. Melissa is a good one. Sandalwood. There's so many, but I use a lot of the blends from Young Living. Trauma Life is one. Inner Child is one. anything in Young Living's emotions kit. And it's really effective if you say affirmations as you're using them. So I have been using them for years, and I probably would not be that far along as I am now without the use of essential oils.
That's amazing. So how do people find them through you? How do they get them?
Well, I have a new homepage. I don't know if you've seen it, Angie, but I gave my homepage a facelift. Okay. And on the very front page of my blog, about middle way through, people can grab a free guide for how to use essential oils in aromatherapy.
Excellent.
And they will find a link in there that will help them decide if they want to try out essential oils, which ones to use, and that sort of thing.
Perfect. So that's at letmereach.com. Scroll down. Yeah?
Yes.
Excellent.
They can also help with like fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue, and that sort of thing. So
that's important. I see it a lot, fibromyalgia, in this population, and chronic pain.
I do too.
Yeah.
You do have to be careful if you have pets, like if you're going to diffuse the oils. Mm-hmm. Cats are allergic to citrus oils, for example. Or if you're taking any medications, you want to do your research first, because it could kind of interact with any medications you're taking. I personally don't take any medications at all. I use guided meditations and essential oils whenever I'm feeling a trigger or just having a bad day. I don't use any medications, so just be careful.
Well, that is a really good tip, because I would have never known that. And I have cats. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. Okay. All right. And what are you working on right now? I know you said you're working on, you've got your course, and you've got the oils. What else are you doing, right? You mentioned a podcast earlier.
Yeah, I do have a podcast. It's called Heal, Grow, Evolve. It's part of the EverythingEHR network of podcasters. And I do have something I'm working on that's really going to be exciting, and I'll share it with you as soon as it's ready. And here are some of the other things that Kim's working on right now. Take a look. Okay, so anyone who's just learning about me and who I am, and just learning about Let Me Reach, I have lots of videos on my channel. Just, a lot of them the same that you create, Angie. But on my website, I have tons of different free downloads, whether it's forming your boundaries and deal breakers, the healing toolkit, which will introduce people to essential oils and guided meditations. There are ones in there for, I think you have a 60-day no contact calendar. I have a 30-day one.
Okay.
But, with different articles I write, I put a different download in there for people. And I also have my webinar, 7 Proven Strategies to Defeat Narcissistic Abuse. And it talks a lot about trauma bonding and how to overcome it. So if they just want to hop on the site and check it out, I have the webinar too.
Excellent. So they can find everything through letmereach.com, yeah?
Yes.
Do you do any one-on-one coaching anymore? Or do you do group coaching? Do you do anything like that if people want to get in touch with you?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. I do one-time one-on-one sessions, like just for clarity and encouragement. So someone wants to just ask a handful of questions about their situation. I do offer packages, but not as much as I used to, because I'm trying to reach a broader audience, trying to help more people. So I do offer that one-on-one. Just for a few people a year. Essential Break Free Boot Camp includes a monthly Q&A where people can submit their questions, and then I will answer them on the call. So basically, they all submit questions, I answer them, then at the end, I'll have the live Q&A. Like I said, remember to stick around the rest of this week when I will be presenting more of the interview with Kim. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single video, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification, because we talked about so many more things in this interview. We talked about how to recognize when you're in a toxic relationship. We talked about tips for dealing with gaslighting and manipulation from a narcissist while you're still in the relationship.
relationship. We talked about how to know when it's time to leave a toxic relationship. And we talked about the most important things to know when you go no contact and some really cool ideas on how to better implement no contact in your life. We talked about what it is to get closure at the end of a relationship with a narcissist and exactly what Kim did herself to get closure, because as we all know, narcissists don't do closure. We talked about under which circumstances it might be okay to stay with a narcissist, if at all. And we talked about self-love and self-acceptance after abuse. So all of those things are coming for you this week. Make sure you stay tuned. This brings me to the question of the day. And the question of the day is, have you ever used essential oils for healing in any way? And if so, which ones are your favorites? And have you met Kim Saeed before, or is this your first exposure to her? Share your thoughts, your ideas, and your experiences in the comments section below, and let's talk about it. All right, that's all I've got for you right now. As always, thanks so much for being a part of my day and a part of my life. And hey, thanks for letting me be a part of yours. It really does mean a lot to me. I'll see you soon.
It's my mission to teach others what I know to be true. You really can create the life you want. Take care of your body. Take care of your soul. Nurture the real you and introduce him or her to the world. Be comfortable in your own skin and in your place in this world. Take your spot. Take it now. And the universe will take its cue from you. You feel me? If so, subscribe to my channel. Let's get it done together.